Yeah, certainly. I mean, the studio's growth had a limit because he cannot manage a computer. In 2006 he bought this instant printer and a digital camera that he used to a certain extent. But for me, as an archaeologist or as someone who's interested in archaeology in this studio, I felt this desire, let's say, to bring into the studio elements from elsewhere, but also elements that could communicate this double existence between two locations, the Arab Image Foundation and the Arab Image Foundation in Beirut, that keeps all the negatives, and the studio where the images were taken, that is in Saida. And I tried to imagine some kind of hidden, obscure, ambiguous link. In the film, for example, I put a telephone, I play a song on a telephone, I put it inside a wooden box on a shelf, and all of a sudden he has this in his. It's equivalent to uploading a video to a friend through email, but I tried to play with it, and at the same time show models in songs as well, because there are songs that are performed by many people, but it's the same song. And I try to play with this as well, and I try to create interfaces to allow those to be played.
Yeah, you're invited to join us for the conversation. Is there anyone who has a question or a comment?
Hi, beautiful film, really, I really loved it. And my question is, at the end, I noticed the song was having Second Life, and I was really happily surprised that then you brought in the game Second Life. And then for the long shot at the end, I wanted to know if it was your intention that you were in Second Life in this game while you're on the computer, or were you watching something else, or, or even if you were watching something else, did you want us to think that you were in the Second Life?
Not directly, but the song and the intertitle about Second Life is there because I wanted to bring in the fact that, in my opinion, there are parallel lives around the archive and within the archive. And the end shot is really a finale for all the films. So it's me in life with him in life, the two bodies next to each other. Both image makers belonging, as I said, to different traditions, but also watching something that we don't see. So it's about reversing. It's the counter shot of what you saw throughout the film, because I was always showing you pictures, and here you don't see what we are seeing, but the spectacle is happening behind us, and we are not aware of it. So I just wanted to play with this shot and counter shot, or face and the back, because there are always like something like a hidden dimension in a picture, in an archive. There are always hidden dimensions. So I just wanted to throw the film into this, but also in a playful way, because it's nice to finish it on a playful note. Structure.
Any more? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. In many cases, when you deal with archives, there's certain legal issues that come up, and especially if you use television archives or if you use music that comes from somewhere else. And I was wondering how you went about. Did you just feel free to circumvent certain issues by using YouTube and also exposing the fact that you're using YouTube, or what was your attitude towards this?
Yeah, frankly, I've asked myself this question a lot, and the question also starts by showing images of people who are not aware that their images are being used in a film as well. So it's not only rights of music and television; it's also like ethical issues related to showing. Of course, the photographer agrees that I use his material, but I do not know the people in the. So it starts from there, and then when it was about music, I think, frankly, I'm a historian, and for me, working on material in such a way, so I'm a historian that doesn't produce text. I'm a historian who produces films, and yeah, I mean, I just need to use them in my own work. Now the issue of rights come when you want to show it on TV, when you want to, and the question is not there yet. If this film is gonna have a distribution, then we will need to clear rights, particularly to music. The rights with Arabic television are easy, and at least we could manage easily. But the rights would be mainly Michael Jackson. I think is like the most difficult to get. But really, like the question, like I've done like 50 films until now. None of them was in theatrical release. None of them were on television. None of them were like in a commercial. So really, I think of them as part of historical reflections or studies. And when the opportunity comes, we'll see how to we'll weigh, see if it's worth getting a release and get the rights, or maybe we just keep the film showing in special screenings in museums and festivals, and just keep it as a historical work.
Yeah, over there, there's another question in the middle.
Thank you very much. It's a beautiful film. I just want to know. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you describe a little bit what's the title? Why the title of this film? Because it starts with a famous singer who repeats the same word for over and over again, and it finishes with also a repeat, long. So if you can a little bit explain the meaning of this film.
Yeah, indeed. In the first music document that you hear, the mawal that is called Fil Bahr, in the sea, I mean, normally a mawal precedes the actual song, so it's a prelude. It aims to prepare you to hear the song, and normally there's one word that you keep on repeating until you reach some kind of trance. Is Ya Layl Ya Ain, or O Night, O I. And in the case of this particular mawal, the duration of the prelude went really long, like occupies most of the song, and then the song is actually one line of poetry. And I like those. It's like ultimate ornamentation or excessive ornamentation because singing this word is not really necessary to the understanding of the song. It's meant just to give the audience the pleasure of repeating and repeating and repeating. And I conceived the video or the film as fragments that are in a way linked, but in a way also not linked. It's quite a peculiar narrative. And the same thing happens in the end with the choice of that excerpt in the middle of a song, where the song reaches a pause and the singer starts a trance on a word that has no meaning. It has nothing. It doesn't mean anything. And it goes on for 6 or 7 minutes until he picks up the song where he left it 6 minutes earlier. And I like those moments because they are trance, simply. They just take you out of the meaning of the song, and they push you into a direction that is more meditative. And yeah, this is why I framed them with the 2 excerpts. They frame the film in a way.
I would like to know, not to know, but to. You're at the same time you are working on, at least my impression, on a relation or possible relation between the images and society. I mean, for instance, on the photos of El Harani, when he's talking about the poses and the gestures, I mean, this is telling us something. And then we have the photos with the arms